Hey guys, so good to see all of you this morning. Last week we asked you to send in some pictures of your favorite funky slippers. So a few of you have sent pictures in, so let's have a look and see what you sent in. Okay, well now that we know you have a good taste in slippers, let's stand to our feet as we praise our King this morning.
You've called us to reach out with your love, to shine bright for all to see the wonder of your name. Sizo puma sihambe, sizo kagaza, sizo lipagamisa igama lakho. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, uwe kuphela indlela. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, siphakamisa igama lakho. Siyakudumisa, siyakudumisa, siyakudumisa. You called us to trust in all you say, to follow for all to see the wonder of your name. Sizo puma sihambe, sizo kagaza, sizo lipagamisa igama lakho. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, uwe kuphela indlela. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, siphakamisa igama lakho. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, uwe kuphela indlela. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, siphakamisa igama lakho. Siyakudumisa, siyakudumisa, siyakudumisa. Everybody come on and sing, 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 siyakudumisa. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, uwe kuphela indlela. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, siphakamisa igama lakho. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, uwe kuphela indlela. Ujesu ingwele siyakudumisa, siphakamisa igama lakho. Everybody come on and sing, siyakudumisa. 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 Everybody come on and sing, siyakudumisa.
Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh. never change. You're always the same, and you will never let me go. You're always in control. Heaven is our home. All praise you. Worthy is your name. All praise you. Forever you will reign. All praise you. You are my God and King. All praise you. You make me wanna say, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, You gave your life for me. Open my eyes to see your majesty. You took my sin away, gave me a brand new day. I wanna bring you fame. Oh, praise you. Worthy is your name. Oh, praise you. Forever you will reign. Oh, praise you. You are my God and King. Oh, praise you. You make me wanna say, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, now my chains have been broken off of me. Jesus, your love has set me free. I give you all of my heart, and you give me a brand new start. Now my chains have been broken off of me. Jesus, your love has set me free. I give you all of my heart, and you give me a brand new start. Oh, praise you. Worthy is your name. Oh, praise you. Forever you will reign. Oh, praise you. You are my God and King. Oh, praise you. You make me wanna say, whoa, oh, oh, whoa,
Hey everyone, so we are continuing with our series on the fruit of the Spirit. Now, last week we looked at love, and that the only way that we can love other people is by staying connected and close to Jesus. Now, this week we're looking at joy, which is going to be really exciting. Now, the first thing to know about joy is that joy is so much more than just happiness. So let's start with thinking about what makes us happy. Maybe it's eating an ice cream or some chocolate, or riding our bikes. Maybe it's swimming in the ocean or taking a nice walk through the forest. There are a whole bunch of things that can make us feel happy. But the thing with happiness is that we kind of only feel happy while we're doing these things and while life is going well for us. But the problem is that life doesn't always go as we'd hoped it would. And so that happiness kind of vanishes in an instant when things aren't going our way. And here's where joy comes in. You see, joy is so much more than just a feeling of happiness. Joy is a deep, deep feeling of contentment and peace in Jesus no matter what the situation. It's always there, and it's from Jesus. It's a strength we get to keep going even when times might feel like they're against us. And so we're going to take a look at a video, and you're going to see a bit more as to what joy really is. So take a look at this.
Alright guys, are you ready?
Not really.
Oh well, we're going anyway. This isn't going to be an easy climb, but I know we can do this. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Before we go, can we just talk about a few things?
Like what?
Well, for starters, how far are we actually hiking?
And are we even going to take breaks along the way?
Not just that, but is there gonna be food?
There's going to be food. Relax. And breaks, well, maybe. We'll see how it goes. And I took a look at the map. It's not that bad. I know we'll manage. Yes.
Well, I guess there's no turning back now.
Yes, that is the goal.
Oh, when are we gonna get to the downhill section?
I can't feel my legs.
Where's this route you were talking about? This isn't fun anymore.
Come on guys, we've got to keep moving. We do not want to get stuck there when it gets dark.
What?
Trust me.
Dark?
Let's go.
I wasn't made for this.
I got an idea that will make this so much easier.
Have
You
to get
see?
back right.
No, maybe later. But you see those horses over there? Imagine if we could go on the back of one of those. That would make it so much easier.
No thank you. I'm terrified of horses. I'd rather walk.
Get it, Nat?
You know what? We came here to hike and I will hike. And you don't even know whose horses they are.
Michaela, you in?
Oh, you know I'm in.
Let's go.
See ya.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
The view from here is spectacular.
I don't know why we didn't do this sooner.
Wait! Girls! You think there's space for two more up there? Hi.
Sure thing. Come on.
Thank you.
You can do it. So as you've heard, today we've been talking about joy. Now you're probably wondering, what does this story have to do with joy? Well, let's explain it like this.
The Bible tells us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree we've been through some tough times in our life. Sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. You're on this long and treacherous hike. Just like my friends and I, we thought we were in for a peaceful, relaxing hike. However, the longer we walked, the more tired we got. And eventually, nobody was having any fun.
However, when the horses came along, the journey got so much easier. The journey did not change. We still had to get up that mountain. But the way we got up did change. The horses gave us the strength to get up that mountain.
And in a similar way, the way in which the horses gave us strength to get up the mountain, God gives us his strength in the form of joy to get up life's mountains.
What's up guys, hope you're doing well and I hope you enjoyed today's story. It was all about joy and what it means to have the joy of the Lord. So today I thought it'd be really cool for us to look at these two emotions, happiness and joy, and see the difference between the two. Because I don't know about you, but I know for me, sometimes I get these two feelings confused, but in actual fact, they're very different. And so to help us today, we're gonna do a really cool science experiment. And to be able to do this at home, all you need are 4 items. 2 balloons, one filled with air, one filled with some water, a candle, and some matches. Now, because we're working with matches, it's a good idea to have mom or dad around or an adult around to supervise and to make sure that you're safe. So, let's look at the first emotion, happiness. Now, When it comes to happiness, I think of lots of things. Really cool things like going for bike rides, surfing with my friends, or hanging out and eating pizza. Maybe for you, you really dig having sleepovers, going for runs on the beach, I don't know, or building forts with your friends. And so these are all really cool things that make us feel really happy inside, and they fill us up. And much like air fills up a balloon, happiness does that for us, and it fills us up. But now what happens when happiness encounters a very difficult situation? Maybe something difficult happens in your family, maybe something hard or unexpected happens, and for example, your parents are disappointed by something you did or you said you were going to do, or a death happens in the family, and it meets something difficult, something hard. Let's see what happens when someone filled with only happiness encounters a very difficult situation. You might want to block your ears. Happiness can sometimes blow up in our faces because the only thing that really fills us up are just things. And they're great things, but they're not enough to hold us and sustain us. When I think about joy and I think about somebody filled with joy, I think of somebody, and maybe you've seen someone like this, where every time you see them, it just looks like light is shining out of their face, and they're filled with joy, and they always seem happy. Even if they're having a bad day or a good day, they always seem really joyful and happy on the inside. And when you talk to them, you get the same feeling. So now what happens when somebody filled with joy encounters the same situation? Maybe something difficult happens to them. Say maybe they fail a test, or maybe for them, a friend says something really mean and hurtful, and they hurt their feelings. And it was somebody close to them, it meant a lot to them. Maybe it was even a family member that disappointed them. Let's see what happens when someone filled with joy encounters a hard situation. Maybe something else really difficult and unexpected happens, and they encounter another hard situation. Nothing happens to someone when they're filled with joy, because their circumstances does not determine their happiness. Their joy comes from the inside, and the Bible says that the joy of the Lord is our strength. And so what Jesus says about us, what he says about himself, is what fills somebody with joy. So I hope you've learned a lot from today's lesson. We're about to go into the memory verse, so why don't you get yourselves ready, get up off your feet, and get ready to do the memory verse.
We've got to live it out, yeah, we've got to live it out, we've got to live it out, the fruits of the Spirit. Let me hear you say love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. It's gotta come from deep down in your soul. I said love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. It's gotta come from deep down in your soul, because we're living a life filled by the Spirit. We're living a life in step with how he did it. We're living a life filled by the Spirit. We're living a life in step with how he did it. We've got to live it out, yeah, we've got to live it out, we've got to live it out, the fruits of the Spirit.
So today we've been learning about joy and the joy of the Lord being our strength. Now, some of you out there might be going through a bit of a tough time or a rough time where life feels like it's a bit against you. And so I want to spend a moment just praying for you if that's you. So if you're out there and you're thinking, yo, I just need the strength of Jesus to help me get through this thing, I want you to lift your hands and we're going to give this thing to Jesus. So I'm going to pray for us right now. So you can close your eyes and just give that thing to Jesus. So Father, I want to thank you for every single person out there, God. I want to thank you that you have given us your joy that is our strength. And I want to pray that you would just give an extra dose of that joy to everyone out there who's really needing it, Jesus, because we know that you've given us these promises and we can trust in you to carry us through the tough times. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Amen. Why don't we stand to our feet, worship together, and just trust for the joy of the Lord to truly fill us this morning.
You reign in awesome power. You are mighty to save. My heart is yours. I place my trust in you. You are faithful and true. My heart is yours. Take my life. Take everything. All I am. Oh, I surrender to you. Lord, I praise you. Jesus, you're my King. Oh, I praise you. I give you everything. I praise you. My heart cries out. Oh, I surrender. I surrender. Awesome power. You are mighty to save. My heart is yours. I place my trust in you. You are faithful and true. My heart is yours. Take my life. Take everything. All I am, oh, I surrender to you. Lord, I praise you. Jesus, you're my King. Oh, I praise you. I give you everything. I praise you. My heart cries out. Oh, I surrender. I surrender, Lord, I praise you. Jesus, you're my King. Oh, I praise you. Oh, I give you everything. God, I praise you. My heart cries out. Oh, I surrender. I surrender.
So good to worship our King all together. Now, earlier we prayed for those needing the joy of the Lord, and I want to pray for another group of people right now, and that might be you out there who have never given your heart to Jesus. Now, we've been going through a series on the fruit of the Spirit, and when we accept Jesus as our King, we are filled with His fruit of His Spirit. And so, if you're out there and you want to pray this prayer to become a child of God, all you need to do is pray this simple prayer after me. So, let's close our eyes and we're going to pray. Dear Jesus, I know that I'm a sinner and I mess up sometimes. But I thank you so much for dying on the cross and forgiving my sins. Jesus, I ask you now, come live in my heart. Make me a brand new person and a child of God. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Amen. If you prayed that prayer for the first time today, welcome to the family. That is the best decision you'll make in your life. So make sure that you tell somebody all about it.
If you guys prayed that prayer today, please make sure to tell someone, and welcome to the family. You are now a child of God. God. Secondly, thank you so much for all the WhatsApp messages that you guys have been sending. We absolutely love seeing what you guys are getting up to in the week, seeing all the things that you guys send us doing and the things that you guys are wearing. It's been absolutely fantastic getting that. Thirdly, if you guys are wanting a devotional every day, please make sure to send us a message on WhatsApp and we will make sure to get that to you. What a fantastic Sunday this has been, but I have a challenge for you guys, a Sunday Fun Day challenge for the whole family. This includes yourself. You can tell your parents this, you can tell your brothers. If your pet understands you or you think they understand you, you can even tell your pet this challenge. I think parents might be a little crazy about this, but it's going to be fun. So this is the Sunday Fun Day challenge. Today is going to be opposite day. So what that means is when you say something, you have to say the opposite of what you actually mean, and your parents will struggle to understand what is even happening today. So tell your parents the challenge, tell your pet the challenge, tell your sibling the challenge, and tell yourself the challenge in the mirror. That is all from us. I hope you have a fantastic Fun Day challenge and the rest of the week.